A while ago, it stole the show. We're talking about the Model O. But the question at hand, is it worth your dough? Let's go! I offer no apologies for my poetry. As time marches on, let's see if the Model O is still at the top of the pile for wireless gaming mice. I think the answer will surprise you. It's Craw, and we're going right after it. I can only assume if you're here you want to stay informed and get the most out of your PC battle station. So skipping any fluff, let's get into the box. As you'd expect, there's a mouse in there. There's also a super nice, soft, flexible paracord cable, an adapter to plug the dongle into the cord for general use, or you can plug it directly into the mouse to charge it, or use it wired. The mouse has a USB-C port. There's a quick start guide, and of course a sticker. Stickers are important. They unlock extra FPS. It's a mouse and some stuff in a box, just as you'd imagine. So let's get to the good stuff. This mouse currently retails for $89.99, and I'll link it below in case you leave this review wanting one of your own. This mouse has the same proprietary BAMF sensor as the other glorious mice, and it's good for 19,000 DPI and 400 IPS. Both solid numbers. The DPI is a measure of sensitivity and how much screen movement you get relative to physical mouse movement, and the IPS is a measure of the mouse's ability to keep track of large quick movements accurately. This guy also boasts 2.4 GHz lag-free wireless performance and 1000 Hz polling. There's 6 programmable buttons, 3 zones of RGB lighting, and a max battery life of 71 hours. That's with the RGB off. Your mileage will vary. It also comes with PTFE feet for a smooth experience. This mouse feels great in hand. I call it best suited for medium to large hands. Even with the ubiquitous honeycomb shell, it feels substantial. It actually feels heavier than its weight, but only in build, not in operation. It's pretty light at 69 grams. It's got a low 1mm liftoff distance that's adjustable with the Glorious Core software. And if you've also got a newer Glorious keyboard, this unified software is pretty handy. Outside of changing RGB, which can be done with some mouse shortcuts, I rarely use any peripheral software. I do need to keep my lights matching my wallpaper and desk though, so sometimes you just need it. The Model O uses Omron switches, but sadly not the Kale switches found in the Model O Minus. They're still very crisp sounding switches though. There's a DPI button on the top of the mouse, but oddly the RGB indicator's on the bottom, so in-game adjustments have to be verified by flipping the mouse to confirm the settings. Flashing the top lights with the color assigned to each DPI setting would have been much more intuitive. The battery life is dependent on RGB brightness and pattern, and if you want to try and get the full 71 hours, you're going to need to turn the lights off. The bonus is that using the mouse wired is effortless, and you really don't notice the amazing paracord that Glorious included. This cord should be the standard other OEMs aspire to. Overall, it's a great mouse, worthy of its past hype, but it's not perfect and starting to show its age. A V2 with Kale switches would have been nice, or if your hand fits, I'd go with the O-. The open honeycomb design saves weight, but leaves the guts exposed to dust and moisture. A thin internal enclosure would have been great. The Cooler Master MM720 has a honeycomb design, but still managed to have an IP58 rating for dust and moisture resistance. Depending on how much you love RGB, the battery life won't be great, and you'll end up with a mostly wired mouse. That being said, the Cores is one of the best in the game. If you truly love an RGB bespoke battle station, I'd recommend the wired version of this mouse. Save a little coin for some other kit, and get all the same benefits, but with the cord. It's a great lightweight mouse with solid build quality and features, and if you're looking for a wireless gaming mouse that won't break the bank, look no further. If you want to go all in on a wireless gaming mouse with plenty of utility outside of gaming, roll right into this next video review of the Logitech G502 Lightspeed wireless gaming mouse. It's got a couple of game-changing features.